the second of our most common cast-ons, and it's called the thumb cast-on. To be able to do this, you need to leave a length of yarn because you're actually going to work into that yarn and then make your slip knot. So again, like before, I just fold it over, make a circle and pull a loop through. I'm going to pop it on my needle in my right hand this time because we're actually going to use our thumb to help us make this cast on. Now you may have seen this being done in this sort of fashion on YouTube, where you sort of grab the end and the main yarn that way and make your stitch. But I'm using it English way because I'm an English knitter, and to me it's quite straightforward this way. So take your tail, this is the tail of the yarn, put your thumb underneath it and up like that. Now put your needle through the front of that loop. Take your working yarn around, so as if you're knitting, and pop that loop over the end of that needle and tighten it up. Again, not too tight. So that's 2 stitches there. Let's do it again. Thumb underneath there, in the front loop, round and tight. And when you tighten, put your finger on the top there as you put that loop over and keep it there, and that keeps that little bit of space between the stitches. So we've got 3, I'll do another few, 4, keeping the same spacing, 5, this one can take a little bit of practice to get neat, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And here's the effect that you get with the thumb cast on. So it's not so much of a cable, it's just like it slightly looks cable-ish, but definitely not to the same extent. And when you do a few more rows, the other side has bumps on like that. So whichever side you decide you want for the front, you can choose really, to be honest. So I would tend to do this as my right side, so I'd knit if I was doing stocking stitch. Here's an example of one which I did earlier on. So here's a few stitches, and if I just hold the bottom out there, you can see that it creates these sort of straight lines and little bumps on the front of your work instead of a cable. Still fairly stretchy, and that's because I made sure I spread out as I went. And if I compare it to the cable one here, you can see the difference in the style, but they're both about the same amount of stretch. So there's the thumb on the right and there's the cable on the left.